Hi, everyone. I hope you're well. Today, we're going to be finishing up our First Amendment court cases and actually basically just using everything you've learned about your First Amendment rights and trying to determine in a slightly silly scenario what you think the best ruling that the Supreme Court should or follow Supreme Court patterns and what you think they would rule. So let me walk you through it. Okay, so this is the following situation. Okay, this is the scenario. Mr. Tewksbury and Ms. Yanisic plan to distribute shirts that read, "If you look at me the wrong way, I will hit you with a brick." In addition, the two teachers instruct individuals that while wearing the shirt, they should in fact do what the shirt says. Okay, so there's also some really important additional information. The people wearing the shirts generally do not carry bricks with them, and the reason the two teachers have distributed these shirts is so people wearing the shirts will not be bullied. So it's an anti-bullying campaign. Assume that the teachers are not distributing the shirts at school. So this isn't something that Mr. Tewksbury and I would be handing them to students at school. You can take away the school environment. And no one is wearing the shirts at school. They're not directed to. Okay. So that was basically just put there so that you are aware this isn't a school environment issue. Okay. In a well-written paragraph, you're going to answer the following. Is this expression, the distributing and telling students to or people to wear these shirts, is it protected under the First Amendment rights? Are Mr. Tewksbury and I protected? Can we do this legally? Okay. So you want to know who is protected. Is Mr. Tewksbury and myself protected? Are the individuals wearing the shirts protected? Are both groups protected or no one in this situation? And something with this, there are multiple correct answers. There are certainly answers that are outright wrong. But as long as you rationalize your answer and you give good reasons for why you're saying what you're saying, you really can't get this wrong. Okay. The one thing that I do want to warn you about, apply rulings from the court cases studied in the unit to justify your response. You have to reference other court cases. Whether it's Tinker versus Des Moines, any of the court cases we've talked about, any single one. You know what? We didn't even go through because of the shortened amount of time with distance learning. I see you half of the amount of time that I was supposed to. If you have some knowledge of a First Amendment court case and you want to use it, you may do so. I just caution you, make sure you have the correct name. With some of the court cases we've studied, I know them really well. So if you describe, oh, the students who wore armbands, I know you're going to talk about Tinker versus Des Moines. I can make that connection. But if you are using one of the court cases that we did not go over, I need a name so that if it's not one I'm familiar with, I can look it up and make sure that you are on point with that. But most of your points are coming from the usage of these court cases. So it is incredibly important that you make sure that you reference court cases and use them as logic as to why you think the Supreme Court would rule in the manner that you claim. Okay. So that is the scenario. Again, it should be a paragraph. This probably won't take you the full 45 minutes. I will say in past, because this is traditionally part of our First Amendment quiz, which we're not doing, it doesn't make sense. Although this is summative in the sense that I'll get a good idea if you understand what your First Amendment rights are based upon your answer. But the number one way I've seen students mess this up is that they have just stated what the Supreme Court should decide and they do not mention any court cases. I can tell you, you got half credit if already to begin with if you don't support any court cases or use any court cases for support. So again, this shouldn't take you too long. It's on assignments. Submit it when you're done and you'll be in good shape. It is due Monday. If you have questions, reach out. I know we found out that school will not be returning and it is very sad, but certainly understandable. And we do want to keep people safe. But it shouldn't change this class all too much as far as what I have planned out for the rest of the year, just because I kind of expected this seemed to be the trend we were going in. So please reach out. I'm enjoying watching your flag burning speeches. It's good to see your faces. And hopefully, at the very least, I'll be seeing you through videos or chats or any other way, hopefully very soon. All right. Be safe, everyone, and reach out if you have questions. Bye.